Good morning to one and all. Welcome to the Basics of Civil Engineering lecture class. I am HEMANTH Kumar, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department from G. Pullareddy Engineering College, Autonomous from Kurnool. So, today in this our lecture video, we are going to be discuss on the lecture number 13, that is quality of water standards. So, in our lecture video, there are having some of the basic concepts that we are going to be discuss here. Number 1, introduction to the water quality. Number 2, stages of water treatment quality, and third one, water quality standards. Okay, next, introduction of the water quality. So let us come back here for the previous lectures of lecture number 10. We have discussed on the concept of sources and different sources of a water. Nothing but where the water is going to be available on the earth system, nothing but on the water bodies, nothing but reservoirs, dams, canals, lakes, streams, ponds, or any other else. All the water which is available on the earth surface, whether it is quality, directly we can use for our home need, directly can we use for the drinking purpose? No. Why? Because let us take an example of seawater. In the seawater, sodium is present, salt contaminants. We can't drink. And also we can use for the bathing, and also we can use for the cleaning, and also we can use for the home constructions also. Okay, next, coming to the part of example, the water which is available under the ground surface, it may be present as a mineral contaminants. Okay, so those type of water also we can't use directly. Okay, next, if the water which is flowing continuously on the reservoirs, rivers, canals, or dams, those waters also not safe. Why? Because all the impurities are present in that water. So the availability of water which is presenting on the water bodies is called raw water. Raw water. So the raw water is nothing but in that water all the impurities will be present. So what are those mean impurities? Nothing but, okay, the impurities are nothing but any dirt particles, solid particles, stones, or else sands, or any chemicals, or else minerals. All these impurities will be present in that water is calling as a raw water. So this raw water will be present either on the rivers, or else reservoirs, seas, streams, lakes, everything. Okay, right. As per Bureau of Indian Standard Specifications, the water quality should be supplied for every home for the drinking purpose as per the standards should be followed. So according to the code book number of BIS 10500 is to 1991, the water should be supplied for every drinking and home needs should be clear, potable, free from pathogenic organisms and odor. Okay, right. So the quality of water which refers chemical, physical, and biological characteristics of the water which is based on the standards of the water, standards of the uses. For example, so the raw water which is available on the ground surface, directly we can drink. Why? Because all the different things, impurities will be present in that raw water. So we have to, what we have to do, we have to do the quality test. So in that water quality, some characteristics will be followed. Some characteristics should follow. Those characteristics are: number 1, physical characteristics and chemical characteristics, nothing but to remove of any chemical compounds in that one. Next, biological characteristics, nothing but to remove all any bacterial insects. Okay, so these are the characteristics will follow in the quality, water quality. Okay, next, stages of water treatment. See here, the raw water will be collect. Okay, next, sending into the second level. In the second level, different stages. So the second level of quality of water, it presents the water treatment process. Okay, in the previous slide what we have discussed, characteristics of water quality. There will be having physical test, chemical test and bacterial test. Okay, so before having the quality of water characteristics, we have to do the treatment process. Okay, treatment process. So what we have to do the treatment, the collected water. What is the collected water? Nothing but raw water. The raw water which is available either on the river or canal or streams, lakes, ponds, different locations. The raw water will be provided. The raw water will be available. Slowly we will collect that raw water and send it to the pump stations. In their pump stations, the stages of water treatment will follow. Nothing but the treatment process. After having the treatment process of a water, then again we are sending to the third level. Nothing but to have a water quality checks. Nothing but physical test, chemical test, bacterial test. We will see each concept in this each slide. See, first one, pump intake. Nothing but this is a raw water which is available in either canals, rivers, reservoirs, dams, etc. or any other places. The water will be collected from the pumps or else collected from the pipelines or else collected from the conduits and easily sent to the pump houses. Okay, so here the water treatment stages will be follow. So what are those stages will be present? So the collected raw water will be have the first stage, coagulation stage, second one sedimentation stage. In the sedimentation stage, all the particles will have suspended from the water. The suspended from the water, the water will be moved for the filtration process and the suspended materials will be collected in the sludge digesters. Okay, after the filtration process, the water will be sent for the disinfection section. After that one, having all the quality checks, then the water will be transport for the storage structures and finally the water will be distributed for the home needs or else any domestic purpose or else in the commercial or else any industrial purpose. Okay, right. Now we will see the each concept in each slides. Next, first stage. The stage 1 is called nothing but the coagulation. Okay, the coagulation is a chemical water treatment process. Okay, see here, coagulation is the first stage. So what we have collected the water, raw water. Okay, in that raw water, different types of impurities will be present. No, so to remove these all impurities, to remove these all the solid particles from the raw water, some of the chemicals will be provided, some of the chemicals will be added. For example, chlorination. For example, chlorine. Coagulation. So coagulation is the chemical water treatment process which is used to remove the solids from the water by manipulating the electrostatic charges of particles suspended in the water. Nothing but you people can observe here. So coagulant of addition, nothing but the coagulants means nothing but the chemical powders. For example, chlorine. So this is the untreated water and these are the impurities, either it may be stones or else any solids, soil particles or else any stem particles or else any dirt particles, all will be present in this water, in this raw water. So when we are adding this coagulation agent into this raw water, what will be having means all these coagulations will be mixed here. Okay, it will be form a small solid particle. See, coagulant absorbs onto the impurities, reducing their repulsive charges and forming to the flocculation. Okay, next, second stage, flocculation stage. Flocculation is also one type of a water treatment process where solids from the large clusters, here small solid particles or solid impurities are presented. After adding the small coagulations, it will be form a small large solid particles. That large solid particles are large clusters or flocks to be removed from the water. You see here like this. See here the coagulation process is happening. When the coagulation agent is going to be adding in that one, slowly it will be mixing, and finally the in the flocculation stage all the coagulations will get settled. Next, third stage, sedimentation stage. So sedimentation is the process in the treatment stage which will be separation of the all solid particles from the water. See, sedimentation is the process of the allowing particles into the suspension in water to settle out of the suspension under the effect of gravity. You people observe here. So in the what we have collected raw water, in that raw water all the solid and impurities have presented. So to remove that one, some of the chemicals, I mean any chlorine powders or like that we have added. So after that one, what will be happening? It will be having slowly formation of solid particles. Then after that we will be sending into the stage 3, nothing but sedimentation stage. Here due to the gravity forces, so the solid particles will be settled down. The solid particles will be settled down only at the top surface. The treated water will be present. Only on the top surface treated water will be present. This treated water will be sent to the filtration tanks. Okay, see, this is the concept. Okay, so this is a sedimentation tank. So for this one, for this sedimentation tank, at the top side 2 pipes are going to be providing. One pipe at the bottom also going to be providing. So for the bottom pipe, small shutter will be going to be fixed. Shutter also going to be providing for the bottom pipe. See here, for the top 2 pipes, one is inlet, another one is the outlet. So inlet means after the completion of a coagulation and flocculation process, so the stage, in the flocculation stage, the water will be entered into the sedimentation tank from the inlet pipe 1. So when the water is going to be entered into this tank, what will be happen? Due to the air pressure, due to the gravity pressure, all the solid particles will be settled down. So while settling down, what we have to do means, first the shutter should be closed here. Okay, then the settled particles will be stay there only. So remaining part, all the water will be, the treated water will be, only the treated water will be stored on the top surface. Next, when we open the outlet valve, okay, see, when we open the outlet valve here, what will be happen? All the water particle, all that water will be entered into the outlet and transfer into the filter section. So when the water is going to be completed in this sedimentation tank, then at last the shutter will be opened here. So after shutter will be opened, what will be happen? All the dirt particles which is separated from the treated water, those dirt particles will be collected from any chambers or else any containers and will be thrown it away. Okay, this is the sedimentation process, having the separation of bad particles and impurities from the water. Okay, next, filtration stage. The fourth important stage is filtration stage. About the concept of a filtration stage, we have discussed in the lecture number 12, that is rainwater harvesting. The storage rainwater in the sump, we will be sent into the filtration bed. That filtration bed only we are going to be discuss here. In our quality of water standards also, stage fourth is filtration level is also one of a important. So during the filtration process, the water will get clear. So the clear water passes through the filters that have been different pore sizes and are made of the different materials such as sand, gravel, charcoal, or else any at the bottom side cotton also we can provide. So in these filters remove dissolved particles and germs such as dust, chemicals, parasites, bacteria and viruses. Okay, so after having the treatment process of sedimentation, the water is not purified. Some small little particles also have some present. To remove that little particles, nothing but sand and very small dust particles, to remove that one we will be do that filtration process. Okay, we will see here, this is the filtration bed. Okay, see here, in this filtration bed, this is the inlet pipe we are going to be present, which is coming from the sedimentation tank at right side part of the sedimentation tank. So after that one, the water, the treated water, not the purified water, the treated water will be entered into the filtration bed. Slowly it transfers bottom side from the charcoal level. This is the charcoal bed. This is the or else any gravel, or else any stone particles, or else any aggregates, and next or else any chips or else sand particles, and bottom side we can provide the any cotton. So from each layer of a bed, the water will be transferred from top surface to bottom. So the bottom surface of water is the purified water, nothing but some type of clean water also we can tell, purified water. So this is the process of filtration. Okay, see like this. Okay, my dear students, see here, these are the vegetations, sand, gravel, or else sand, gravel, or else anything. So from the water will be slowly transfer from top layer to bottom layer. So coming to the bottom part, the water is entirely became the purified and cleaned. Okay, next one. After the filtration process, the treated water will have a quality checks, right? Here the treatment process, all the stages have been completed. So first the raw water is collected from the pump stations, then sending for the treatment process. Stage 1 is the coagulation and flocculation. Stage 3 is the sedimentation. After that one, stage 4 is the filtration process. After the filtration process, most of the 80% of water is 80% of raw water is cleaned and gets purified, but remaining 20% is pending. What is that remaining 20% of water we have to do is quality test. Okay, so after the filtration process, the treated water will have the quality checks for their purpose, nothing but for the drinking or domestic or industrial purpose, right? See here, disinfections or else any alums can be added. Okay, the 80% of water is good, means the remaining 20% means we can add the alum powders, or else any we have to do the quality characteristics of water qualities. If it is then satisfied, that purified water will be sent to the home needs. Whether it is satisfied for the drinking purpose, we can send. What are those types of what are those characteristics of quality properties? Number 1, physical properties. What type of tests will be done in the physical parameters? Nothing but turbidity test, temperature test, color test, taste and odor test, solids test, and electrical conductivity test. So these are the terms will come physical types of test. Next, chemical types. Okay, chemical parameters, nothing but pH level test, acidity test, alkalinity test, chlorine test, and next hardness test, Okay, and one more thing, fluoride test also we will do. If the water is present, fluoride contaminants very effective to our teeth. Okay, fluoride attack will attempt no for our teeth, that one. So dissolved oxygens, BOD, and nothing but biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand. These are the different types of test will be conducting in chemical types of test. Nothing but what type of a chemical is present, what type of a mineral is present, how much percentage should be present here, like that. And the last one is the biological parameters test. Nothing but bacteria test, algae test, virus test. Any infection should not be present. If there is any pathogens, we have to remove that pathogens and have to be perform that water as very clean. After having these types of, see how many types, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17, nearby 17 to 20 types of test we have to be performed after the treatment process. Then only we have to be present in these parameters. Okay, if the water is present in turbidity 1 to 5, then it is useful for the drinking purpose. So these all if the treated water, after completing all these types of test, conducting all types of test, if it is present in these limits, then the water is going to be useful for the drinking purpose. Okay, if it is presented less than these limits, for example, let us take here total hardness test, 200 to 600 is there. If it is there in limits, means we can use for the drinking purpose. If it's not there in limits, nothing but whether it may be less than 200 or more than 700, what purpose we have to do. If it is less than 200, means we can set for the domestic purpose, nothing but for the commercials, function halls, or else any theaters, or else any stadiums, or else any for the gardening purpose, cleaning purpose. If it is the limit is 700, we have to send for the industrial places or else factory places, but not suitable for the drinking. So these are the limits, should be standards, should be followed for the quality of water only for drinking purpose. Okay, so this is the concept of water quality standards, my dear students. See, first, collecting of raw water should be get the treatment process. After the treatment process, have to do these types of tests. In these types of tests, if the values are getting in this range, then only we have to drink, or else should not take any water. If it is less than this range, means we have to use for the cleaning, or else for the gardening, or else for the commercial complex distributing we can do. If it is more than these limits, we should not drink, we should not use for our home needs. We have to be sent for the industries or else factories. Okay, thank you, thanks for the opportunity. Right.